Revelation 666. From the 13th of November 1938. Ability and power to fight on earth. An afterlife without strength. Behold, your life on earth is always subject to the same adversities against which you must fight. You have received the ability to fight on the way of life and will now also have to use yourselves for it to strengthen in this fight if you do not want to fall victim to the counterpower. The slightest weariness of your will and energy lets the opposing power gain the upper hand and your struggle becomes the more difficult. Whereas you are less and less exposed to the resistances the more you prove yourselves against them. So let this serve as a warning to you. Be mindful of the dangers that beset you and fight against them. You must stand in the fight as long as you walk on earth, and even in the hereafter this fight still continues, if you are defeated on earth. But what is easy for you on earth will be considerably more difficult for you in the hereafter. On earth you are given the strength to overcome, but you often lack the will to do so. Whereas you can certainly have the will in the hereafter, but you lack strength and are dependent on help through love. Not one being in the hereafter has the strength of its own as long as it is not a perfected and free spirit. And that is why the lot of those in the hereafter is so extremely difficult and sorrowful. And on earth everything is available to you in great measure. Everything you want to mature spiritually with, you can do by your own strength. On earth it is only decisive how far your will is active and in which depth and intimacy you establish the relationship to the Father. If you do both exhaustively, then the state of perfection is already certain for you on earth, because then you get all strength from the Father himself, and who takes up the fight in earthly life against the enemy of his soul. Equipped in this way, he can well be sure of victory. His earthly career has brought success, which should be the final goal of every human being. And when at the end of your days the true meaning of life becomes clear to you, then you will know with gratitude towards the Creator, who let you mature through always new resistances. You then will see that the earthly life was only a preschool of the Spirit, and you will recognize with bright eyes the glory which is your share in eternity. Amen.